that's fine, because this map is about to begin.
We'll save it till later.
We'll save it, yeah. You save the best till last. Maybe it's not the best, but it will be saved till last.
Well, let's get into things. Fnatic's T side, it looks like an A play. We've got players on the roof with utility, and the door getting blown wide open. JW, quick kill, flash through the roof. Amanek going to be able to drop the bomb there with that CZ75 and back off and disengage. Fnatic falling down the vents towards that B site, and Brolin will be able to catch this rotating Jax, but the timing, he moves into Hut, doubles back with his knife out. Brolin, missed shot, this could cost them a lot. He's got a Molotov for that bomb, and Fnatic will be able to get it planted on the B site.
Oh, but down goes JW, Jax in the vent, and now Crim's holding this wraparound. Exist gonna find one more. You're still waiting on Brolin's flank to come in and find anything here. And with Exist being brought down to just 16 points of health, you do need Brolin to come up big. They're on the bomb, they're sticking it. Exist has to get them off, and
what?
Actually, the peek from Brolin was enough to get them off the bomb. Exist has to land some of these shots through the smoke, and he can't quite find it. He's doing damage, but they're just closing the door on him. Oh, it's so close. Ah, he's got with the knife, and he's going to not get it. So close. As he runs in, but no. G2 get the round. Oh. I don't know what that was. That was chaos. I just let out a guttural screech. Because I shared the pain with Exist. We've all been there.
That was one of the weirdest rounds of Counter-Strike I have ever seen, Harry. I'd need an entire full round replay there, because I don't know what just happened. G2 win it, if you didn't catch that. The knife came through just a second too late, and G2 going to be sitting pretty on their CT side. Fnatic with a bomb plant, but no buy. It's that hero AK for Exist. And a faster play for JW, straight out down into the vents, I see. What do they know? It's by the smoke that he pushed on through. The vent's been broken, and G2... they have sent a rotate right back down. It's Jax. Of course, JW has to make noise to get inside of this B-bomb site. Jax will be waiting for that noise before he makes a move. Fnatic, in the meantime, sending this solo AK back towards ramp where Kenny S sits. Good angle for information. He can get info on the cross and then peek back in. Exist is dead. The solo AK, the one-armored man, has been removed, and Kenny is not done. 2 for him before the trade is there. Amanek will keep this round alive, but that AK has been gifted over, and JW's actually killed the B player. Now, while Crims has left the bomb, he's got an AK to play with, and he almost has lucky on the wraparound. JW now left alone, and he's too far below to stop anything. Uh-oh.
Yeah, he's not ready for this, is he? Shock's able to delete him, and that second round found and converted by G2. One of the things that S touched on, was the kind of big old breakdown of the French scene, right? How the players that were G2 all kind of went their separate ways and went off into these two little groups. One of the things I do like is the different approaches that we got to see. The difference between this G2 roster and Team Vitality, right? Here I think there's still a good deal of emphasis around players like Kenny still trying to be the star, whereas obviously, you look at Vitality, and they instead banked on the young guns to be the big players there. But we do have this buy back out for Fnatic. Hugo, outside control going to be taken early on. Shox is down here in the secret, fires off a quick shot, tags up Crims, and now they know that there's a man lying in wait for them.
He didn't spot them around the edge of the smoke, so he might have actually got information that there's no one here, but it's very clear that that's not the case. Fnatic making noise as Kenny S waits for contact. We'll climb up the heaven instead. Exist now making his way through that garage, and Amanak's actually found an opening kill. It's a lobby crunch from G2, getting aggressive on the CT side, and they have taken a lot of map control. Lost some in the meantime, but aware of it. G2 allowing Fnatic to climb up into these rafters. Now, they can't take the ladder because Jax is watching the cross from ramp side, knowing that his ramp is fine because players are pushed in through Hut, so radio is not going to be a problem for Jax. He can just sit here watching one angle. Brolin going to move through. Jax has given up that ladder, so it doesn't allow Fnatic to split the A site, but late peek from Jax almost catches Exist off guard. He was ready for it. That will open up the B site play. Fnatic have their ramp pick, and they will be dropping down, splitting from ramp and secret. This attention now drawn from Shox, away from the stairwell where 2 more players are coming, including that bomb. Door being opened from the outside. Exist getting caught by Shox. Great delay play. 13 seconds. They need this plant. He's dropped the bomb again. Crims has to take that to the bomb site right now, but he's going to be cut off by Kenny S, who's dropped in through the rafters. It's going to be Brolin alone. No time, no bomb, no chance. It's a round for G2 once again.
G2 getting off to a great start, coming into this firing on all cylinders. Obviously, they were gifted the CT side start on their map pick by Fnatic. An important thing to bear in mind, you know, usually not the call you ever see come through. Given the choice of side, I'm going to say 99% of teams choose a CT side start on Nuke. I mean, the 1% is Fnatic.
Pretty much. I mean, G2 picked T-side Inferno as well for that second series if the graphic was also right, and I believe it at this point. But that's crazy. You just never see anyone picking T-side really on these maps. Like, the only maps I would see you pick T-side are Cash or Dust, but we'll get back to that. Look at this faster play from Brolin, the solo AK. Save from last round, deep in the yard. He has found Kenny S out of position. Jax again. Can't afford to lose this fight, but this time he's actually got to worry about ramp as well because G2 have not taken aggression into the lobby. Brolin clearing everything he can out. He rotates from down B. This might lull him into a false sense of security, but Jax, great shots. They try and split him on ramp. He finds both kills, very aware. Those footsteps made below almost being distractions to Fnatic, who are now left with just 3.
Honestly, Jax is looking for a role in Mass Effect at this point because he is the elusive man, right? In a few times now, they've been able to pin him down. They think they figure out, they know where Jax is going to be and where he's going to be looking, and every single time he just overstays his welcome. Exist. Well, deal with Lucky. Crims is up in heaven. This A-Rap can definitely look to come through, and Amanek doesn't look terribly aware of the possibility of someone being up in the heavens, so he gets dropped, and now this bomb can look to cross into the bomb site. Shox is all the way down on B, so Jax, the only hope for G2 here at the A bomb site, and Crims must have seen him there.
Yes, he did, and he catches Jax on the reposition. He checked below him before he spotted towards the hut, so knew that Jax wasn't behind him and anticipated the rotate through lobby. Exist will find the last, and that will be the round going the way of Fnatic. They get it done on an eco. That was a hero AK from Brolin, charging through the yard, picking up Kenny S, and this outside control for Fnatic proving to be a problem for G2. Now, to me, while they've only got 1 round, it seems like Fnatic have a very good read on how they know G2 play this CT side, right? The way that they're taking this outside control and trying to split onto Jax, it seems very clear. Not always the most effective, but the game plan is there from Fnatic, at least from my eyes. And with their first round on the board, maybe that will start to steamroll them into a few more rounds on this terrorist half. They certainly need them.
Yeah, at least if you are Fnatic, you know that you've got the easier side coming up. Now, the pistol round would have been so valuable to them. It so often is over on the T side, right? If you can get that, that is already the bulk of your battle done.
Potentially 3 rounds off of it, right?
Yeah, potentially, as you said.
Unreal.
I'm not letting anything slide, Hugo. But, now we all make mistakes. Just like picking T-side Nuke.
Well, let's see if that continues to be a problem.
There we go. Crims is back. You know, he's not being a diva. He wasn't like, nah, guys, I'm stepping this one out.
Smoke break, boys.
Yeah. See you all on the flip side. There was just some tech problems, but they've been sorted. Technical man at Crims on the line.
He was just on the other side unplugging all of G2's mice. Because he mouses, meese. Meep, meep. But, yeah, we should be getting back into this one at least with G2 setting 3-1 up on the CT side. They've got Eco ahead of them, Harry. Despite a 3-0 lead initially, Fnatic 1 round from them breaks the money. That's due to the closeness, I guess you could say, of some of these previous rounds. G2, well, it's going to get closer and closer if Fnatic get a second round here. It seems likely with this limited buy. 2 Deagles and not much else.
Ooh. able to find the first man, but Brolin is quick in with the trades, and he'll have them high in supply. G2 down at the B-bomb site, with the remaining 3 players now grouping up towards this ramp portion, and they wait, look to try and challenge. There are 2 players here for Fnatic. But it's just this standoff right now.
Prims catching Shocks moving through the secret, and that opens up B, so Fnatic think 2 players still here. Bomb dropped by Lucky, and Amanic's not been checked, he won't be. Gets a free kill, that's an AWP, but Crims comes in from the back line and saves the day for Fnatic. A good eco from G2, very limited in their purchasing, and they still get 3 kills out of it. So, better than nothing, if I say so myself, but it's still going to be around for Fnatic, and G2 with guns on the horizon.
And there we go, we get to the AWP on Kenny, AWP for Twist as well. Looked like they wanted to try and go for the vent drop there, but deciding against it. Alternatively, hoping that, you know, making it sound like that was the plan might expose a few of these G2 players, force out some utility. It has not. Brolin sneaking down through secret right now. Shocks has gone in with the early rotation, so he is going to be here lying in wait if Fnatic attempt to find something down towards this B side of the map. Smoking off Z and now starting to work this outside portion. Now Jax is posted up in CT to keep an eye on exactly that, but Twist posted up here with an AWP of his own, now trying to go toe-to-toe with the lone gunman back in CT. Jax will make his presence known, but it goes untraded for the time being.
And still with Shocks down on B as well, so he can't just give up the yard. The issue is with giving up the yard is Fnatic. They've proven time and time again they like to push this hell position, not necessarily take the secret control, walk into the setup of G2. Twist. Quick shot. Jax knows he has a brief moment of time where he can fight. Well, that all won't be ready, but he doesn't expect the double peek from Garage. Only 1 kill for it. That might be enough, though. 4 on 3 here for G2, and 30 seconds for Fnatic. Running out of options, looking to split the A site. Lucky covered from main from this position. Amanek not watching main though, and JW, he's going to poke his head out from the hut. Lucky, couple of pot shots and JW will hear it, but they still can't find the kill. Lucky is the first of all, but Amanek in the corner, getting caught by JW. This split from Fnatic coming up clutch. They just found a couple of entry kills. Twist catches a rotate from the vent, and JW's found Kenny on the back line. Fnatic, a 3-on-4, walk into that A site, and they shut it down. I like the approach from G2 to not fight main there, but it does lose them a lot of information, really. I don't know what the game plan was there. I guess you're hoping for Amanek to try and cover off against that split, but with only a UMP, he's not really armed for the job. And Fnatic all over that A-bomb site, breaking G2's money.
And this is already a fantastic start for Fnatic. You know, 4th round looming. The odds are they pick this up, seeing as it is just the pistols on the side of G2. And yeah, already you're looking at a very good T-side half for the Swedes. And it's still such early days here. Since that pistol round and the rounds that came on the back of it, G2 have not done much. Shocks is good for 1 here, but JW finds an equalizer elsewhere. So we're back into this 4-on-4. Outside control taken, and Brolin going to shut down Kenny. JW good for 1 more in the meantime. And this just leaves Shocks and Jax out to dry. 2v4. Now on the 1-on-4 for Shocks, and he is a long way from home.
Yeah, here in the bomb plant as well. Not much he can do to stop it. The molly in the vents. I'll deny him entrance back up into A. The bomb plant was only a fake. Now the real one comes down. Fnatic guaranteeing the round, if anything, with that. Shocks needs some spectacular shots, and he might be able to find one, although Twist has seen him, and he will deal with the threat. Fnatic picked the T-side area. We questioned why as G2 went 3-0 up, but this is now 4 rounds in a row for Fnatic. In difficult situations as well, in disadvantages, they've managed to pull it back. 4 rounds in a row for these Swedes, looking dangerous as ever on the T-side of G2's map pick. And long may it continue. We've got buys back up for G2. Kenny S on that AWP, still yet to have armor on that and still yet to really see it brought into effect. I'd love to see Kenny back in the yard here for G2 as it's been a real point of contention for Fnatic.
Very much has, but they try and remedy it with shocks instead, and that might be the answer that they needed. Twist able to trade onto him, and Kenny now here as well. You just mentioned and we wanted to see a bit more from it. Well, now that he's in the outside portion, trying to go toe-to-toe with Twist and Exist. Now, Twist has gotten down through Secret. JW is already here as well, down at the B site. In the vents right now, not really a position you want to try creeping up, but if there ever was a man to attempt it, it would be JW. Amanek is just holding right now. Now, we've seen Fnatic convert these 3-on-4s before. This time, they think they might find their answer inside of the B bomb site, and with players over at ramp as the bulk of the pressure they're going to face, a bomb plant not out of the question here for the Swedes.
Not at all, but a 4-on-3 retake for G2. They don't have a kit to play with. That's the only question mark right now. JW wallbanging this close silo position. Jax getting hit by the Molotov. May have been heard by Exist in the window. Now Fnatic going to filter through. 20 seconds, great shot. Twist catches a rotate. Maybe a bit preemptive from G2. Kenny S considering the same, but doesn't want to lose his life. Will go in for it and taking down the bomb planter after it gets planted. Exist removed, and JW forgetting where his teammate was. He actually sets the enemies up for a retake. They get the information on both Ts. That is an awkward shot from JW. A lapse in attention or communication there for Fnatic, and it will cost them the round. A doable 2-on-3 post-plant, but not the end of the world there for Fnatic. They were already a man down. To get a bomb plant and a free B bomb site after that, still something at least.
Yeah, certainly not the end of the world, right? You managed to get it down to the wire. And, you know, maybe had we not had that quick lapse in communication from JW and co, it could have been a very different round. A tactical pause called in on the G2 side of things. And you very much understand why. They're not out of the woods just yet. They might have put a stop to the brief run that Fnatic had put together. But that round still coming down to the wire somewhat. Does now leave the finances in a questionable spot for G2. They know the implications. If they lose this round, they've got to eco again. And that could be Fnatic slingshotting themselves into the lead. And that's a pretty worrying prospect. If you are G2 getting to start over on the CT side of your map pick, and the map is Nuke, you really don't want to let the Swedes build up any momentum here.
Not at all, but that's exactly what's happening here, at least for these first 8 rounds, keeping it close. And Fnatic, hey, close will do. They'll take that every day of the week. Orb back for Twist, same story for Kenny. He's got armor behind it, thank God. Back in the yard. Crim's getting flashed, he just spotted. Crim's jumping, sees Shocks get himself inside of the secret. That's info. They now know the ramp is going to be, you know, at least one-man stack here for G2 as well, knowing there hasn't been a rotate down from that position towards B. Jax has a quick rotation available from that Heaven player that is lucky. And Fnatic, they're going to try and test their hand at this. Crim's picked up by the Shocks in the yard. Jax not getting spotted by the edge of that smoke, but he will in a second. Flashes through, great shot. I don't even know if he could see JW there, but he certainly gets the kill done. Double dink and drop to B. G2 sitting in a 5-on-3.
Jax continuing his good form, gonna find yet another man before dropping down into the safety of this B bomb site, and this leaves Twist alone. While he's done damage, it's not gonna be enough. So G2 salvaging a 5th, keeping all of the guns forward and mitigating the danger that we were alluding to had they lost that round. Starting to build up some money now and a bit more confidence can now look to shine through from the G2 squad. Jax has been doing a phenomenal job down towards this ramp room.
He's been really great for G2 in you know, recent history since being added to this roster. I've enjoyed watching him play. G2 Sitting pretty in this round so far. They've afforded control towards B for Fnatic. Exist getting caught in the smoke. What a shot. Kenny S taken down on that rotate. These pistols have found their way onto B, but Jax is still here, denying bomb plant. Exist is going to come down through the ramp, and he's got to try and win this fight. Otherwise, Fnatic are going to have trouble in getting into a post-plant situation. Jax getting spotted, dinked as well. Brolin will find the kill. No losses here for Fnatic. As I say that, Shox dies through the door and finds that bomb. It's now a 2-on-2, but Exist coming in with a late lurk with that AK-47 may have made this a reality.
And now it all falls on it to Lucky, and he's got to be exactly that. He almost catches the bomb crossing. It does elude him though, and it does get into the ramp. The question is for Fnatic, are they going to commit with the A play? Exist is already there and locking Lucky in the vents. He's going to smoke up to try and carve a path into this A bomb site. He will get up through the vent, but the bomb goes down for Fnatic. Brolin, 12 points of health. Him and Exist have done a phenomenal job at creating something in this round for Fnatic. But with him being so low, Lucky, one shot is all that's required to deal with him. Won't matter. Exist is there, primed and ready. Fnatic back in with a fifth. And that was one AK and armor purchased up on Exist. Everyone else with just pistols. Really impressive stuff from Brolin down in that B bomb site to create so much space in a round that looked like it should have been all said and done.
And great lurk from Exist as well, right? Once those players get down towards B, Fnatic realize that if these CTs are going to go down towards that lower site, there's only a couple of points where they can rotate. So Exist moves into one, he flies through the edge of the smoke, catches Kenny moving down, and even finds another kill on that B bomb site. So 5-5 for Fnatic. Really making a ruckus on this T side of Nuke. And even the AWP taking down Jax as well. He's been a pillar on ramp. Well, that pillar has just crumbled. Twist finding the opening kill. Smoke through. They could commit with this. Flashes to follow. JW down the vents again. That will be heard. Fnatic making it very clear they've got this portion of the map. And all that does is split G2's defense even further. Exist getting spammed. 2 CTs on the ramp. And Shox will be able to find him.
Oh, Kenny catching the timing onto JW as he tries to exit from the vents. G2 trying to salvage this round, but Brolin might be there to snatch it away from them once again as he punctuates the skull. Not the first one. Oh, Kenny tries to blindside Twist. They're both going for no scopes, and either player missing. Kenny has him boxed in, and that's the bomb dropped. Kenny, big balls to shoot himself up the vents like that, but it does pan out. Crim's waiting on the other side of Hut. Kenny is ready as ever, and Amanek still a long way away, however, all the way towards outside. So the bulk of the pressure right now going to fall onto the back of Kenny. 30 seconds on the clock. Brolin and Crims remain. They're going to smoke the bomb so that they can grab it and then attempt to hit this A bomb set. Will they be ready for the wraparound from Amanek up in the heavens, however?
Kenny caught in the corner, he goes down. It's Amanek now giving away his position, but 15 seconds, Crims, he could drop B in theory. Amanek trying to stay one step ahead. Already down the ramp. This is such a big read from Amanek. Does Crims fall for it? Yes, he's going to go down. He has the bomb, 6 seconds, but he doesn't have time for the round. Crims taking far too long there for Fnatic, and it will be G2 picking it up. Amanek knowing that the 2 options are, you know, just stay alive down on that B bomb site and play retake on A if Crims gets a bomb plant, or hopefully Crims never gets anywhere with that bomb. That is indeed the case. CT side, G2 picking up another round. And a huge wraparound from Amanek as well on that big flank. Kenny S delays them for plenty of time in lobby. And a round up, G2 sit, but Fnatic with 1 or more buy before they're broken. Instant smokes outside as well, looking to play off the back of it. JW, he's been in this vent almost every round this T side, continuing to be a nuisance for G2.
Yeah, it might not matter all too much, though, as they are finding all the other players. So sure, you get JW down into vents. Even then, that's short-lived. And this leaves Twist to clutch. G2, even if they give up a man here and there, they'll get the info where Twist is. They've got the bomb, and the question becomes, will he check ramp? He's not ready for it. Jax missed shots.
What?
But this should still be a GT round all day long, and indeed it is. They're finally able to deal with the ramp man himself. So a 7th round now for the G2 squad. One of the things I'd love to see JW do is, I think it was Snacks who used to do it for VP, where he would get down into the vent with a shotgun on the T side, and then just wait in the vent like a proper gremlin would, you know, like you just sit down there and wait for players to drop into your crosshair. But might get to see that. It's another force buy from Fnatic. They did it in the round prior. They're doing it again here. They think maybe they figured out how they can crack this G2 defense down, but with Shox taking you down through the smokes like that, he's even going to drop down the vents, and now if they attempt to vent dive, they'll go into his crosshair, and now they find themselves trapped, huddled together for warmth, and oh no, nade from Amanek, so much damage, there's still more players here. The Swedes grouping up do overwhelm the first man, but one by one they fall, these nades doing so much damage.
These are some messy rounds, Harry, but they certainly are entertaining. That being said, G2 starting to get ahead of the curve here in these last couple of rounds. Fnatic still sitting on 5 on the T side. That's good, don't get me wrong, but considering they picked this half, you would have hoped maybe there's a little bit more. We're not done, though. But Fnatic's economy certainly is. No bomb plant and double force buy puts them to an eco here for number 14. They're going to have rifles for the last round of the half. But that's still in some time. Let's see what they can get done with these P250s and Deagles. Smokes towards the yard. Molotovs to try and slow these Ts down. You can see this push as well from Shox. So confident on the edge of that smoke, trying to remain elusive as ever. The flashbangs don't blind him, and he is just going to be ready to spray him down. 2 kills and all the info in the world. Fnatic hitting B and G2 already in with a rotate.
Yeah, not just one, but 2 players here inside of this B bomb site for G2, and that is a tricky cross for Fnatic. Now, a nice shot from JW does facilitate the trade. Twist gets spotted towards outside, and Kenny very aggressive in that peak. JW, though, he has carved a path for Fnatic into this B bomb site. The bomb goes down, and a 1v3, now 1v2 required. Kenny wasting absolutely no time there. Not going to let JW get comfortable, not going to let him play his game in the post plant. And Kenny looking this confident is a worrying sign for Fnatic.
Without a doubt, especially moving over to that T side, which G2 will be doing very shortly, sitting in the lead, but one more round for Fnatic to buy up to try and get another T-side round on this board, make their job just that little bit easier. 9-5 in favor of G2.
For Fnatic, though, where does the answer lie? Last round of this first half, and if they can get 6 rounds on the T side, they cannot feel too disappointed with that. Still very much a potential, as they do have this full buy coming into it. There was the Hero AK purchased up in the round prior. And now they've got everything they need. Twist with the AWP in hand. Someone to try and contend with Kenny. The problem is Shox is now donning an AWP as well. They haven't seen the double AWP yet. On the side of Fnatic, the fast A play, and Brolin already dropped. Lucky in with a double, and then they go walking into this crossfire. The Frenchman will solidify a 10th. They keep that clean and fast, locking in double digits. A pretty run-of-the-mill scoreline, 10-5, but G2 looking good. Fnatic now moving into the CT half. This is where we have to see that decision to start T-side, not come back to punish the Swedes. Will it? We don't know. Find out after the break.
Was dancing on my own when you spilled that ramen coke on my t-shirt. Yeah, your eyes made it difficult to get my baby, and then I next thing I knew, we were so ready to give in, skin to skin on my baseline. Ooh, you give me that high pitch feel, baby. We shared a cigarette, but it's first sight, the way you looked at me, couldn't say.
10-5 the score, sitting in favour of the Frenchmen as we move into their now T side of Nuke. It was Fnatic's choice, funnily enough, to pick their terrorist half over on G2's pick of this map. But 5 rounds, decent half. Unfortunately, maybe not as much as they wanted. It seemed like they had the read, especially at the start, but things fell in place for G2. Now we look to a very much necessary pistol round for Fnatic as they head into their second half.
Yeah, they cannot be caught sleeping here. Exist, interesting point to note, has a grenade here with the defuse kit. So maybe looking to try and find damage on the back of it, but it might never come through. This fast A play for G2 has been dismantled. Crims at the helm of that. 3 kills for him. I hope we get to see the replay of it because I didn't even know where he was playing. Like, that was...
Hey. I think he ran through the smoke up in main there and just completely caught G2 off guard, looking the wrong way. They thought they'd already cleared the site. And Crims coming in big for Fnatic. G2, they got the buffer to play with, so force buy here in round number 2. That's fair enough. Pistols and armor. And still a couple of rifles along with the SMGs for Fnatic in round number 2. Maybe G2 going back-to-back A rushes, although they'll slow down a little bit, wait for these early Molotovs that do come through. Fnatic not wanting to get double rushed. Who does? Even though it worked out so well for them last time. Smoke as well, right down on the molly. Deep enough that Ts aren't allowed to sweep in through vents. Sometimes we see Ts throw the molly on that, or throw the smoke on that molly. It gives a bit of a gap for G2 to dive into those lower bomb site. But G2 for now deciding to back off, maybe reroute towards ramp where only Broden sits.
Yeah, they throw all their utility into A to try and sell this fake. It doesn't leave them with anything, though.
Oh my God.
Amanek, great shot to find Twist. And there's been a mid-round call here. A quick switch up in the strat. It's up into heaven for the Frenchman. And the A split looking to come through. And it will get split. It will get split in half. Actually down to the 2-on-2. And JW and Crims might have just saved the day. Lucky the last man left standing. This bomb dropped, I believe, up in the heavens. I don't think it fell down into the bomb site, so Lucky. He's got to find kills here. Because wrapping to get that bomb is not really an option with just 35 seconds left. No kills present themselves. Fnatic able to find the 7th. And no, the bomb did drop, so he was fine.
Replay from the pistol. He was top hot, Harry. There's your answer. That's why you never saw him, and neither did G2. Crims finding 3 in that pistol. It was actually JW to come through the smoke up in main. My mistake. Oh, what is this from G2? Another force buy. Now they are saving a couple of $1,000 across this team, but still very heavily invested into this one. They're going to go quick towards Yard. Nade behind them. They get ahead of it. Still JW got to deal with a fast pace. And they run right by him. He has no idea. Twist trades, dropping the bomb and trying to hide in the smoke, trying to stay alive, continue to be a nuisance. Kenny S trades. And now back into the favor of G2. They've scavenged some guns from the ground, but Crims shutting down Kenny S through the smoke and dropping the bomb down the stairwell.
Sharks has been able to get into the vents, though, so he can look to retrieve that bomb at the very least and maybe even catch a favorable timing onto Brolin. These windows are not broken, but you do have Lucky who could look to make some noise up towards A to try and allow those glass panes to get shattered without giving too much away.
Thing is, Brolin's definitely going to hear that.
Yeah, that's the only issue. It's this man. It really does complicate matters, and that nade, or the incendiary rather, forces Shocks away from the window. And into the arms of Brolin. Crim's going to shut down Amanek, and Lucky left in the 1v3. Now, G2 are pretty reliant on finding some success here, and maybe they still could. Nice shot from Lucky. Now into the 1v2 and can retrieve this rifle, so still in with a chance in this round. 25 seconds left, not ready, however, for Exist over in CT, and Fnatic an 8th round on the board. I'm not even sure what G2's money situation is going to feel like now. You can't imagine there's going to be much there.
4-round loss bonus, which will be enough to buy, but not a great buy, Harry. As you can see, 2 AKs. Oh, this is pretty dire. You really are giving Fnatic a way back into the map. I admire the attempts from G2. They definitely have the buffer for it, right? Because, of course, taking that 10-5 half. But it's going to be a while before we actually see a full rifle round. It won't be till round 21, unless they win this and then they get the upgrades. But even then, I imagine they play bonus. This is essentially that round. As Fnatic armed to the teeth, holding the lower bomb site. Amanek's found himself deep. JW hears some footsteps. It is not checked. Amanek looks, but looks back, and he'll go down. Jack's getting sprayed on ramp. Brolin, how is he still alive? 8 HP. Kenny S kills his teammate, and now they're going to drop down ramp. JW kills his teammate as well. It's a team killing bonanza. Everyone's killing their teammates. No one's getting off scot-free. And Fnatic sit in a 3-on-2.
With friends like these, who needs enemies? Right now, Fnatic 3-on-2. Lucky creeping into this bomb site. JW might get blindsided, and indeed he will. Bomb retrieved, and now on the back of Lucky. Twisted Crims remaining, and MP9 and an AWP between them. Not the ideal nor usual combination for a retake. Very, very weird, sloppy round from either team here. Brolin tries to, he does such a good job of staying alive at ramp. He's like, right, I'm rotating down, and JW holding at the ramp corner. Gone.
That's not the first time JW's been shot his teammate as well. I remember coming out of the vents on that B bomb site in that 2-on-3 post plant for Fnatic on the T side. Could have cost them the round, really. We'll never know, but it definitely will here if Fnatic don't find this kill. Shox is taking down Crims. That leaves the AWP alone. Twist, no way he's going for this without Crims finding an opening kill into that 2-on-2. Twist wants nothing to do with this. So G2, first rifle round, first round on this T side. It's been constant force buy since that pistol. And finally, one of them comes up clutch. I kind of like the idea behind it if you're G2 though. Like it can certainly bite you back, don't get me wrong, but when you have a 10-5 lead and you lose pistol and you just buy 3 rounds in a row, it kind of, you know, it's a double-edged sword. You have no ecos, which is great, but also you have no full rifle rounds. But if you're good enough with the utility and trading off of each other, and you have a game plan coming into these, you know, SMG Galil AK buys, you can certainly convert them as proven here. 11 rounds now taken by the Frenchman. And 5 left before they can take their map pick, but I don't think Fnatic will be going down without a fight.
Now, they're back here with a force buy of their own, and it's not often that we really see these force buy wars back and forth with the new economy changes. It's the fast A play from G2. Crims able to pick up the first man, quickly traded. Players trying to push through these smokes that have gone down, and all the kills coming up G2 right now. This leaves Twist alone, and he wants to try and save. He's running back from this A-side offensive. The issue is they spotted him running. They spotted him on the retreat. He does have a nice little alleyway to just shoot on down, so they've only got really one position they can try and challenge him from, but he seems a bit worried about the heaven peak. And they want to take this AWP away. They are hungry for it.
Oh, he's in the head. Oh, he takes it. Lucky's dead. Smoke allows G2 to close the distance. They're just going to run at him. Oh, Twist. He's got 3. Surely no more. Shox is on the other side of that smoke, and Twist won't be going for it. Shox has got to make the play, and Twist, 4 kills on that defense. Great exit kills. It may look like nothing. I know G2 win that round, but it really does break G2's economy. And considering G2 have been force buying round after round on this T side, if Fnatic win a follow-up rifle, they're going to break the cash. This may tempt Fnatic to even force here when they don't have any money. But no, they'll just sit with the eco, Harry. Probably the right choice to make. You're 12-8 down, and you'd rather have a full rifle round in the next.
Yeah, I feel like T-side, if they were in the lead, you can afford to take a few more risks, and that's why we've seen G2 doing exactly that.
Ooh.
Twist, nice shot though from him, does give a 4-on-4 to Fnatic, and with Lucky being tagged down low, a weapon retrievable outside, Fnatic could look to find something in this round. B is fallen, but Brolin already hid here earlier in the round, might be an unknown factor. Ooh. Twist in with another, and this man has really started to step things up in these last few rounds. It was pretty quiet initially. But here, he's now made this a very doable situation for Fnatic. You still got Lucky having to wait here with just 2 points of health to his name.
Crims almost walking to his own death. In the meantime, G2 try and take this B bomb site. Twist almost has an angle. It's actually Jax rotating back up A. We could see this bomb go down on this top side site. Exist hides, and Crims waits for the contact. There it is. Quick shot. Spots a player remain as well. The vent climb is there. Exist gets a dink, but no frag. And Shox tries to get the trade back into lobby. That he's done. 30 seconds, leaving this in a 2-on-2. Roland's earlier B position is now no longer a factor, as he's got to rotate all the way around, and Twist's best efforts to take 2 kills. Fnatic have avoided him, or rather G2, but only for so long. Shox gets caught moving into the lobby, and now it's Jax with 20 HP and a 1-on-2 ahead of him.
And Twist is upgraded to the AK. If he wins that fight there, I mean, obviously this round is done. Brolin now in the 1v1, but only has to land a couple of shots onto Jax. The issue is no kit. Jax hears him and holds his own. Just 10 points of health left on him, but he holds his nerve. Salvages that 13th for G2. It's still down to the wire. Twist, once again, keeping it close, keeping it competitive. He has been the man destroying the money of the Frenchman time and time again. And it's because of him that we see them in this pretty tough spot now. Despite being 13-8 up, in spite of getting a lot of round wins under their belt, they don't have the AWP on Kenny. I mean, the buy here is pretty atrocious for G2, all things considered.
Yeah, this game has been a real whirlwind when it comes to economy. Neither team really being able to build up a stable amount of cash. And while that makes for certainly entertaining CS, it can make it volatile at the same time. All it does is take 1 or 2 rifle rounds to completely flip the momentum of either half. Twist has been having a strong couple of rounds, although none of them actually getting Fnatic on the CT side. It has been a while. G2 now, 3 in a row. HPP back for Twist in the yard. He's going to let the first man cross. Can't hit the shot. And the smokes are down, so G2 can cross towards B. He won't be able to stop that, but JW certainly may be able to. Shotgun with the info as well. He'll back off. He sees him get close. That flash is perfect. Makes him turn around, but he misses a shot. Shox with the entry, and G2 now all over this B bomb site.
Oh, and I think they heard Brolin dropping off from the ramp into the bomb site. He's now very dedicated, and this is the position we saw him play just a few rounds ago. So G2 should be cautious about this B bomb site push, if it even bothers coming through, right? They're not looking too interested in B. Even posting a man up in the vents to try and wrap on up. Crims really does have a big job here for Fnatic. His attention is having to be divided between so many different angles at once. And as Kenny pressures him, so do the rest of G2. Exist, going to answer the call with 1, but we need to see more from him. Has to try and buy time, and he is doing a great job of that right now. Swapping out to the Galil. Brolin going to drop Amanek with the bomb in the vents. Shox doesn't get spotted by Twist there, even though he leaps into his crosshair as Twist looks away. I don't think he saw him, but he doubles back and finds Shox and another Twist. What a performance from him it's been. Finally, we see them rewarded for this big round from the AWP of Fnatic.
Yeah, it's got to hurt, right? He got 7 kills in 2 rounds, and they lost both of those rounds. So to finally get a couple in that 3-on-2 and close it out for Fnatic has got to be a sigh of relief for Twist. G2 still holding a commanding lead to this map, but Fnatic doing their best to keep it alive. That was a no-scope as well from Twist on the first man. Not ready for the peak, but hey, he hits a shot, and that's what matters. 13-9, pistols out for G2. Twist back to ramp. Constantly switching up with this AWP, not allowing G2 to guess the position that he's running it. Roland now, once again, down on B, as he has been, but playing inside of the secret. JW, oh, that's a failed run boost. That's a very much failed run boost. He hears these footsteps. They're going to drop and peek him from main at the same time. I think that's the intention here.
There we go. Ooh. Ooh.
Yikes.
Well, he's gone. JW's dropped. That run boost not only gets them by, but it allowed some damage to come through from the man who got boosted. Little dink onto JW, finished off by Jackson. They're going to catch the timing onto Crims. This Deagle has been deadly, but Brolin and Exist might look to return some normality. Exist, he is looking phenomenal as well right now. 21 kills to his name.
What a spray transfer on that third player. Fnatic, they are certainly keeping this game in question.
Yeah, and you know, out of all the kind of ninjas who went their separate ways from that old squad, Exist has been a real kind of treat to watch. Right? Obviously, Freiburg went and moved to join Heroic, and they found mixed results, but Exist, you know, he had to go through, he played as a sub for FaZe for a while, he was able to pick up event wins with them. He comes into this Fnatic roster, he's looking good right now. And, you know, he's helped lead these guys to their fair share of success to boot.
Yeah, especially recently, and this would be another huge one, right? If they can take this victory, if they can get out of this group in Pro League, might be able to see them at the finals in France. And to beat G2 to get to that spot as well would certainly feel good. But not quite there yet. 3 rounds behind. G2 still sitting pretty. Another eco round for the French as they go for the fast A play. Nades to main, and the door gets broken open. It's Crims blinded. That allows for this vent drop. I'm sure Fnatic are aware of the possibility, but this bomb plant is going to come in straight away. Now, even though no one is here from G2, Brolin's got his attention on this B site, and they're wrapping from behind him. They are going to be flanking Brolin. He gets dinked. 18 HP. Twist has his back covered with the AWP, though, and G2... this bomb is still ticking in their favor, but surely they can't find anything from it. Kenny S dropping another man, grabbing the gun and getting out of there.
This is such a weird round. They're still trying to deal with these players on the wrap, and now they even spot Kenny as well, but out of ammo for JW, shocks him with another. What's going on? Brolin's down inside of B, right by the bomb, taps it, but the peek from Shocks is perfect, and Twist can't do anything.
Fnatic spent so much trying to deal with those A players. They never sent anyone down towards B to deal with that bomb plant. It was just Brolin on his own, and he can't do that. He can't do that against multiple members of G2. That is a weird round for Fnatic. You can understand why they try and put the focus on killing those A players and killing the guys who didn't get down the vents, but if Fnatic went, okay, bombs down, let's fully rotate, and they all drop down towards B, you bet your bottom dollar they get that defuse. So bit of an off round there for Fnatic, but what a round for G2. They get the vent dive in. It's typically been locked out by this utility. The molly's up towards Squeaky, but getting right through it, and a bomb plant on that B site will win an eco round for the French.
And that is a heartbreaking one for Fnatic, right? That's a round they should have been picking up. That should have been them drawing this game ever closer. Now, as a result of this, the money is plentiful in the G2 side of things. They could have even looked to bring an AWP out here on Kenny, and they do. And for Fnatic, all that's left to do is force buy at this point in time. You're now looking to Twist once again to continue this run of just fantastic moments that he's had. You needed to have one now more than ever. And already Amanek getting by down through Secret. The sheer pace that's being set by this G2 squad is a terrifying one. Amanek just beheading Crims, will get traded by JW down in the vents. But now that they've spotted this 2-man hole down towards B, they try and respond with the fast A-side play. Twist up in heavens. Nice shot onto Kenny. But he has to deliver even more. The nades raining in, keep him at bay. Waiting for Brolin to try and find something from Mini. Fnatic, they just need an edge to cling onto, a means of getting back into this round, and G2 not peeking into it. Brolin, there you go. That's the kill they needed. Now we can see Fnatic look to start to move into this retake. It does become that much more doable. But with Jax holding the heavens and Shox just waiting. Nice shot from Twist, and it's only Shox 1v1. Bomb planted for him. And Twist out in the open, lands with a shot. Fnatic, an 11th round as Brolin and Twist get the job done.
Twist was on 7 kills prior to the round where he got 4 kills on the AWP with the save. Now he's on 21. This man has had such a resurgence, such a turnaround on the CT side. It may be saving it for Fnatic. 14-11 now as the Swedes come up clutch on that A bomb site. Half buy here for G2. They look to invest, but also want to keep some money for the future. And they've won rounds like this before, so do not count them out with the SMGs and the CZs. Twist, top of the entire team, second in the server, only to Shox. That smoke failing through, thanks to the Molotovs thrown out by Fnatic. G2 still going for it though. Twist has got a huge line of sight from heaven. He can guarantee a kill on this cross, although G2 are not going to give it to him. They're going to go right back in towards main. JW hears these footsteps. He's going to get dealt with a full-on charge. They run right by. 1 kill and the dink. Kenny S getting the kill back onto him. And Twist now has to watch for this hell wrap because Kenny S has grabbed a gun and boy does he look dangerous with it. Twist, CZ in hand, sidearm as he tries to fight back down from above. Shox is dead, but G2 are in that B site.
And we've seen them have so much success in this B site after plant. Fnatic getting in before the bomb goes down. They hear those doors open, but there won't be a player planting just yet. Jax does cross into the bomb site to try and facilitate this bomb plant. Crims could swing wide and look to deny it now. Tries to deny the plant and just bait that he's going to take that peek to deny it. But Jax sticks the bomb plant, and now a 3-on-3. Trying to figure out where it's planted for. Twist, peeking out, dropped by Kenny, who's had a stellar round, his 3rd right now. Exist falls, but Kenny S is on for the ace. Exist, 1v2 required. He's been absolutely unreal for Fnatic, and we need to see even more from him. It's not happening. Kenny gets the ace, and what a time to find it. Map point now for G2 on the back of that force spy.
And as said, you can just not count these guys out. The Frenchman with the forces. It's 2015 all over again, Harry. What a round from G2. That's the 2nd time they've done a similar setup where they, go for the fast charge, get the bomb down. Last time it was the bomb going through vents here to put them in a similar situation. This time it's a full outside play, round the world, inside out, left, right, back, forth. And now they've broken Fnatic. 15-11, and they're up against CZs.
And you know, right, this force by Fnatic, just so envious that they haven't been able to replicate G2's success. They haven't been able to topple the Titans, and there's Shox in with another. JW dropped, man advantage taken for G2. Aggression from Brolin, but he's about to walk into Lucky, and they are getting plucked from this round 1 by 1. They're completely surrounded. Twist and Exist, what can they do in this 2-on-4, now 1-on-4 for Twist?
Oh, and he's been heard, surely. Lucky, late reaction, but he knows he's there. Shuts him down, bomb protected, and round and map taken. G2 will pick up their pick of Nuke here in this best-of-3 series. Pretty storming start from the Frenchman, and it certainly sets us up for a best-of-3 that, in my eyes, surely will go the full 3. Of course, we have Inferno coming up next, the pick of Fnatic, and their chance to bounce back in this series. So join us for that and more after the break.